Oh my God.
I got kids at home. What am I supposed to do? Starve to death?
Ma'am.
No, I ain't leaving this here. I said what I said. I'm leaving with it, all of it. Y'all can call the cops if you want to. Jesus. My husband's in the Uber waiting right outside. You think I'm joking?
Ma'am, please.
I'm gone.
Somebody get me the fuck off of white TikTok. Like, for real. Get me off of it. I need black people to start commenting ASAP because
Hi guys, welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much for clicking as always. If this is your first time here, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Don't make it your last by subscribing. I came across this video and it's trending right now on TikTok. It has to do with the palm-colored people lamenting and having some emotional breakdown when they finally found out that the real beneficiaries of these food stamps are actually them. They're not having it. Let's take a look at the videos that is trending. Even the moment they were seen begging the government for assistance. And please let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Before then, disclaimer: this video does not in any way promote conflict. This is really for educational purposes and of course creating awareness on the recent trends happening on social medias. Watch these videos.
somebody get me the fuck off of white TikTok. Like, for real. Get me off of it. I need black people to start commenting ASAP because I'm over there and them asses are talking about, oh my God, do y'all know SNAP benefits come from us? We give out SNAP benefits. It comes from us. It was created for y'all. The first white person to receive SNAP benefits was what, 1939? And her name was Maybelle and she lived in New York. And baby, when black folks tried to get it, they excluded the sharecroppers as well. And then white wholesalers manipulated the program and profited off of it, leaving black folks out to the dust. Now, what stopped that shit was the Foodstamp Act of 1964. 64, y'all. My mama was born in 65. So let me get this straight. White people, y'all have benefited off of food stamps longer than any other race in this fucking country. Black folks just got that shit for real in 1964. Hell, we got that before we got our voting rights. And then in the 1980s, y'all got pissed off that we were getting actual help. And y'all started coming up with the trope, the welfare queen, saying black people and black women in particular were using food stamps to get over on the government, leading to increased restrictions and eligibility. Restrictions only harmed low-income people of color, i.e. black folks. As of 2023, 37% of white people in America are on SNAP, 26% are black, and 16% are Hispanic. So who's really living off our shit? Y'all get on my nerves.
I am sure that there are hundreds of thousands of people out there who had to use government assistance before, but they are no longer on government assistance. I am one of those people. I was on Medicaid, food stamps, had subsidized housing, and I am no longer on any assistances. So this narrative that people just take advantage of the system and nobody wants to work and nobody is doing anything better to try to get off public assistance or government assistance, it's just not true. And I want anybody who have ever received government assistance that is no longer on government assistance, they just use it as a stepping stone because they really needed the help, to comment down below. Give us some of your story, your background, how did you use it to get better, and what are you currently doing now? Because me, I now run a business. But even prior to running my business, I worked 2 to 3 jobs. I worked in franchise development, sales. I did a lot of things. I am now in school for my master's program. But when I was younger and my daughter was younger, I did have government assistance. I did use government assistance. But I am no longer on government assistance, and I used it for as long as I didn't need it anymore. I didn't make a career out of it. That was never the plan, and I never wanted to be on government assistance, but I needed help at that time. So if anybody who received government assistance before and no longer receiving government assistance, let us know your story. I'm interested. I want to know. Because I'm sure it's a whole community of people out there who had to use government assistance before. Bye, all of y'all.
So just because I don't want to work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week? So I don't want to work. You take all of my benefits away. The benefits that you have allowed me to use for 13 years with no warning at all. The government has enabled this behavior for 13 years to where I have not had to work a day in my life. 13 years of almost $10,000 a month in government aid. And now, because you signed some stupid bill that says I have to work if I want to get food stamps, and because I don't want to, you take it all away, no warning. How am I supposed to feed my 6 kids? How am I supposed to support my 6 kids? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to get my nails done? How am I supposed to go drive down to the corner store when I have no money for gas? And you want me to go get a job, but you don't want to give me gas money. This is how the real world works? At 35 years old, now you decide you want to take it away?
Yeah, so breaking news. I don't know if you can tell, but I really am losing weight. And now we don't have any food stamps. I didn't get that much food stamps anyways, but I mean, it did help. I'm good at stretching things, but now we have none. So yeah, I will definitely be hitting the food bank, and I'm looking for other stuff that I can qualify for and apply for. This is crazy. But I will definitely keep everyone posted on if I find any other programs out there and share them. And I hope other people will share the video after I share them so other people can get help, because there's a lot of us, y'all. And don't miss me with that welfare queen shit and everything like that. No. No, no, no. Welfare kings and queens are over there living in the White House. That White House they live in is government assisted. The billionaires are over there, welfare, this and that, because they over there with the tax cuts and this and that, and the government spending and stuff. Yeah, those your welfare kings and queens right there. Don't come for us. You go to them. Congress and them get free health care. That's their welfare kings and queens right there. And then look, they're over there building the ball house. Yeah, their expenses, food and everything, we pay for that. That's your welfare kings and queens. Miss that over here. Miss me with that over here. They're over there, living in the White House, eating our food stamps. Get that right, okay? Welfare kings and queens, y'all gotta be out your goddamn mind. I gotta go. Bye.
Does the government know that majority people that are on food stamps or SNAP benefits are white? I feel like they don't, because white children going hungry, they wouldn't do that. Somebody tell them that.
Oh, we have a food stamp update. Y'all will be getting y'all food stamps in November. They said it is a federal law that food stamps is dispersed in November. So all this we won't be getting. We don't have the funds. Y'all better find them. Y'all better find them. Well, anyway, y'all, they found them. So food stamps will be coming out on the 1st. So no child will be hungry. Nobody got to run out the store and steal no whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Thanksgiving will be lit. You'll be able to get whatever you want. I don't know if Virginia is one of the states that don't allow y'all to buy snacks with food stamps. But if it is, get meat. Get meat, y'all. Because that other stuff, I don't know what that stuff is. Have y'all tasted eggs lately? I can't be the only one. It tastes like powder or something. I don't know what's going on with the eggs, but I don't want no eggs. And I love eggs, but not these eggs they making these days. They must be making them with a machine or something. But yeah, like, repost, and comment and tell me how you feel, and have you taste those eggs, and do you feel like the eggs taste like powder? Toodles.
Is the family going to get back together if this administration keep having its way? Now listen to what I'm going to say, okay? And don't shoot the messenger. But the saying has been going on for years that the family is divided or separated based off the fact that a lot of mothers, a lot of ladies, once they have kids, they're able to take care of themselves. In other words, they get help with, you know, the food stamp, housing, Medicaid, all the things that the government step in based off the fact to get the assistance, you cannot have a man in the house. So if the government, all right, this administration period, get rid of all those help, the food stamp, the welfare check. Do people still get welfare check? But either way, food stamp, welfare check, housing, is the ladies going to think twice before they put a man out of the house? Or they going to think twice before they get pregnant and make a decision about who they're getting pregnant for? My thing is the family going to now stay together? Because ladies, and I know we work, y'all. I know we got jobs now. But seriously, is the family going to get back together if things keep going the way it's going when it comes to cutting off public assistance.
Too many privileged white people are coming here on this app and they're talking about people that benefit from food stamps, which most of them happen to be white. Most of them happen to live in Republican states, red state. Now, don't blame the Democrats because this is absolutely Trump's doing. He can fund it if he wanted to. He's funding ICE. He's sending $40 billion to Argentina. Why are you not mad with him? The only thing the Democrats want to do is make sure that you have affordable health care and people are getting their notice. So not only you're not going to have your food stamps until the government is back in order, but you're going to have a big freaking healthcare bill coming January. And before you start coming over here complaining about the Democrats, I need you to go to the videos in which people are crying, teachers, healthcare professionals, in which their insurance has doubled or even tripled. Good luck on trying to get food and trying to stay healthy. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but this is the frustration that we have with you, a lot of MAGA people, because you guys still haven't done your due diligence in reading Project 2025, in which they are trying to destabilize the government and that they want to do away with all the safety net. Why? Because it caused chaos. But I'm going to tell you who's going to be just fine. It's going to be the black and brown people because we have always been resilient. How about you go to your legislator and tell them how much your insurance premium is going up? Or how about you tell your legislator you want me to have children, you want me to raise children, but you don't want to give me money to feed these children. Stop telling women what to do with their body if you're not going to help them in the end. Anyway, my recommendation for you is to download the app called 5. Call your legislators, call your senator. Just want you to know that the Republicans will not negotiate with the Democrats. And this is why they're doing this.
So the food stamp lady lost her job, which makes sense, is about right. And you could probably time it out, in a couple of days here. She'll probably get online making a plea to MAGA, and they'll probably start bailing her out. And she'll probably start making more money than she ever did in her jobs online because she's a grifter. And still people are wondering, how can people be this dumb and this dense? It's not that hard when you realize that they're just really stupid people in the world. And I need you to understand, I'm not trying to be mean. Like literally every high school graduating class, there's people at the bottom. Every year for the last 70 years, there's been graduating class and there's been 10 dumb fucking people at the bottom. This woman was probably one of them. And what did she do? She went on to have kids, and this is what she's doing now. And I hate to be like this, but the dumbest fucking people are allowed to walk amongst us. People who didn't even graduate high school, they got D's and F's. The stupidest fucking people. They didn't learn shit. And then after high school, they went on and had babies and went on to live the rest of their life. And no one even questions them. And here they are today. And you wonder why it is the way it is.
Hey y'all, just want to come on here and say a little something about the food stamp issue. I've heard a lot of people saying, just the in an uproar about it, but here's the thing. When you put yourself in a position to be at the mercy of a government entity, they have their thumb on you. And I have used food stamps a couple of times when I was going to school, raising my kids. There was like no help from their father at all. But I had to make cheap food, Then when I did get food stamps, I was just so grateful. I cried when I got them. But I got that when I was in school, and I had to go to school full time. So I couldn't wait to not have the government have a thumb on me. I didn't have to submit my financials. I didn't have to, I think it was like every 3 months, I had to, submit this financial information. But when you put yourself in a position for a government entity to have their thumb on you, this is what happens. I encourage everyone to get away from the government assistance. It's there temporarily. It does its deal. Get back on your feet and move along. And it actually feels really good not to have a thumb on me. And so that means you're doing well. You're succeeding. You're not just surviving. You're thriving. And that's what God wants for us. He wants us to thrive for His glory too. So I would encourage you all to figure out a way and do something. And it feels good to not have the government on you.
Well, a lot of people are talking about this food stamp lady. She had the audacity to press the red button and come on here and antagonize people who need food stamps assistance. And why are they worried about not getting them in November? What did they do with the ones for October? It's the audacity and the false perception of what poor is, because Cuomo did it in his debate when they asked Namdami or Mandami what was his monthly rent, and he said $2,300. And Cuomo said, see, he has a poor person's apartment. You know, he's taking advantage. He thinks that a poor person can afford $2,300 a month. You see, it's what they've been lied to about poverty. They like this woman, she thinks that people on food stamps get a couple $1,000s of food stamps a month and that they can save them to the next month. No, you'll get less. You'll get less. You can't save them and roll them over and hold your food stamps. You can't do that. You see, and the fact that she just had the audacity to come on and try to antagonize people who need food stamps assistance in this economy right now, because anybody could need them right now. And now she's lost her job. So, you know, maybe she'll need some assistance.
I get the feelings, I get the frustration, but is it valid? It is valid. Their feelings and frustrations are valid, because it is because that most times they belittle the people that look like me. They feel like if you're a black person, you're of no use to the community. One of the things I would like you guys to know, that you see lazy, a black person is never lazy. You can call them any sort of name. You can put them in any form of box, but you still lazy. A black person can never be lazy. I listened to a lady when the palm-colored woman, she was talking about the fact that she cannot see herself working for 20 hours in a week. This is what people do. This is what black people do. And they don't feel bad. They don't feel any certain way. So this is how you guys have been enjoying and benefiting from the food stamps. And most times you feel like the black people are the ones benefiting more. How are we benefiting more when the society has never favored us? They feel like we're not meant to be there. When you are always being rejected. How on earth do you think? I just don't know. I'm shocked at their reactions. I'm shocked that they could come out and say that they are the ones benefiting, like make it make sense. You have everything. It's time for you to work. In as much as I know it's actually very hurtful for people that don't have help, people that feel like maybe they need child support, they need, you know, these things to, you know, to survive and all that. I understand. But they should actually give accolades to people that look like me, black people, because we've been doing this for years and we've not been really complaining. In as much as people already out there that even the food stamps has actually started off, like right now, they didn't even wait for November. Most people are disconnecting the Medicaid, Medicaid and all that. People are like reeling it off, taking it off. I get it. But I'm actually shocked, because I believe that I think it's beginning to look like a deliberate act from the government. To be very honest, because there are lots of things that are spending money on. Why do you want to scrape it like that? Maybe they just feel like that people need to work more. Maybe they feel like people are now becoming lazy. People are now dependent of the government, and they feel like you need to work. You need to do better. And remember the last time they actually pushed out immigrants, legal immigrants from America, it was a massive deportation, like it was crazy. And also remember how people were crying out that their farmlands were, nothing was working, their crops were destroyed, nobody to pick the cuttings, a lot of things were going wrong, because these are the jobs, minute jobs for the black people. And anytime a black person is not doing that, it's not working. Because these white colored people are not even trying to help themselves. Most of them are not even trying to push themselves to like work and do something. So listen to that lady say that she cannot see herself working more than 20, she cannot even see herself working for 20 hours in a week. Come on. You can't do that. Did I hear well? A week, just a week? I know it's not beginning to make sense, the reasons why they actually scraped off the food stamps. Maybe they just want people to be intentional. Maybe they want people to like put in their best, bring in their A game and make things better. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. The video is giving a lot of mixed feelings. The comment sections are blowing up on the video. People feel like they deserve it. Some people feel like they didn't deserve it. They feel like they should continue with the food stamps, and that helps people to like, you know, put their lives together, because they feel like there's no jobs. Even the jobs you have is not enough to sustain people. They feel like there are lots of taxations happening, and government is extorting people like a lot. Inflation's up and down. They feel like no matter how hard you work, you'll be able to save up enough to take care of you and your kids. Why also some people are also saying wanting people to reduce the birth rate, because they feel like because you know it's actually expensive for you to take care of both yourself and your children and every other person. You guys, it's a whole lot with this Foodstamp, people stealing food from Walmart. A lot of things are already going wrong. People are reacting and talking about it. This is what I have to say here. Let me know what you think. You're watching me. I hope you'll be able to understand my English, because today I'm all over the places. Thank you guys once again. If you watch up until now, let me know what you think in the comments. If this is your first time coming across my face, my name is Julie. You are welcome to Julie Harrison Reacts. Don't make your last by subscribing, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.